Apollo 10. But first, ladies and gentlemen, I sometimes trade for model kits, and I do have something that's quite valuable, and I am willing to trade for almost any kit. But I know what I have, so no low ballers. And that is 4-ply Charmin Ultra. Highly recommended. Unused, new roll. Would trade any kit for it. You know, good stuff. Anyway, thought I would share that since it's the big craze going on right now. Apollo 10, calling it done. And last I left off, the lunar surface, I printed it all out and I started gluing it on, and there was green spots, like something seeped through it, like water. I don't know if it's the glue. I don't know if it was the actual board itself, the paper. I have no idea. But anyway, I reprinted it and I re-glued it. However, in the exact same spots, the green appeared. I'm like, I don't know why, and it's still in there some places. You'll be able to, you can probably see it in a few other little places here and there. So I took basically Mr. Brush, and I repainted the green spots with gray, and then took an airbrush and I airbrushed here and there, you know, different I don't want to say spots, a little bit of shading, and then I call it shading, but it's more streaking. You might be able to see it up here, a little darker. I actually streaked it. I wanted just a sense of motion, just a little bit where it's going like that. So when it's hanging upside down, you should be able to, you know, it looks like it's, you know, the lander's like hovering, not landed, but just hovering over the surface tile there. And I couldn't find a screw long enough, and finally I found one. I dig deep in the you know, coffee can, because that's where we keep our bolts at. And oh, I don't know where I even found one of these. I had two of them, so took some liquid nails and some epoxy and bolted it through the bottom and bolted the lunar lander. So we are, I mean, good and sturdy. And one thing I didn't make it straight. It's actually leaning to the side here, you know, because I don't think it actually, you know, went straight. It probably, you know, curved just a little bit. But anyway, I thought that just gave it a little bit of uniqueness there. Added the Apollo patch and the Apollo 10 just to, you know, give it a little more flair. But anyway, I think it turned out pretty darn slick. Now, a lot of people ask me, why did I have a repeating pattern? And I tried to find a poster, basically to glue down, but I couldn't find one. It was either, you know, half the moon, you know, they show you like half the moon, half space, you know, it didn't have what I wanted. But I could have got a actual poster of the surface, but you were talking, to get something that big and custom made, it was almost like $60-something, and I thought, well, printing out the individual sheets is, I think, cost effective, and it'll look good in the ceiling anyway. So that's the reason why I went that way as well. But anyway, that's pretty much it on that. So I'm going to go take this to the hobby store, and we're going to go hang it. So you have to give me about a week or two, and I'll try to do another video showing this in the ceiling and the my other ceiling tiles. And we're going to continue on with the ceiling tiles. Basically got about 3, maybe 4 more to do. And that's, we're going to do an automotive. I want to try to do a figure, which that's probably going to be more of a, I want to say, Godzilla monsters, what I'm leaning towards. Or I may do like a Gundam, 2 Gundams fighting or something like that. And figure, automotive, haven't figured out how to do the, I want to say, army tank one. And then we're going to do a ship one. So that's about 4. And then I pretty much covered all the genres. So anyway, we'll work on that pretty soon. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. We got to figure out what we're going to do on the next ceiling tile. But we finished Apollo 10 here. If I can, let me see, where's the, not too bad. Pretty darn slick. I think it turned out pretty darn slick. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.